The Houston Rockets are the 2021 NBA draft winners, in my opinion. They had the best draft, second to none, hands down. Book it. I'm on the record. The Houston Rockets got themselves Jalen Green, who a lot of people could argue that is the best player in the NBA draft, right? Okay. Number two, K's went to the Pistons at one. That's fine. But it's what the Houston Rockets did after drafting Jalen Green. They weren't content with just one dude. They weren't content with possibly the best player in the draft. Okay? They went out and they grabbed arguably the best big man in the draft. Again, we can go back and forth. Is it Evan Mobley? Is it Alperen Sengun? The Houston Rockets got two dudes where you can argue are either the best player or the best player at his position, right? That to me is insane value in itself. Wait. It doesn't end there, okay? They went out and got another, potentially the best defensive player in the draft, and Usman Garuba at 23. What? Like, what? Usman Garuba, Alperen Sengun, respectively 16 and 23. That's crazy. And you're probably thinking, damn, like, what a hell of a draft. They got three. It doesn't stop there. They also got Josh Christopher, man, who had NBA lottery talent. I'm not making this up. The Houston Rockets may be the future of the NBA. And this is after they were laughed at, ridiculed by me and millions of others, by the way, because they didn't get enough for that James Harden trade. They ended up getting Victor Oladipo, which they should have never gotten, because they should have kept Karis LeVert. But it happened the way it did. Now they have Kevin Porter Jr. They're trying to potentially trade John Wall if they can. I don't think they will, but if they can, there will be a desperate team out there looking for a big name, just like the Lakers looking for a big name in Russell Westbrook. The Houston Rockets are set up to be very good in the near future. I don't see how they're not. Even if just one out of the four picks pan out to be an all-star, they're in a great position to succeed, man. You got to love it. You got to love what they did. And number two, Jalen Green. Again, we know his shortcomings, playing in the G League, potentially being the best guy out of high school. But he showed when he went up against grown men NBA players that he really is a real deal. Like, he can go out there, play make. What I love the most, though, is the fact that their GM was so honest at their introductory press conference when they introduced him. I want to pull up the soundbite, right? Let's pull it up, because that was some honesty at its finest. Because most GMs would be like, oh, you know what? My player is phenomenal. He's great, blah, blah, blah. But Mr. Stone was like, you know what? Jalen, you're amazing with your first step. You're amazing with your second and third step. But you got some work to do, right? And I just thought that was so funny to me. I just thought that was so funny, because I don't think I've ever heard someone just like obviously he said it in a very playful way to where Jalen Green didn't take exception to it or he didn't get bothered by it, but I still think it was super fun, because you don't really hear that from other GM or from the GM that drafted that player, right? Let's turn off the music real fast and let's listen to what Rafael Stone, Kurt Angle though, man. Shout out to Kurt Chamizi though. Let's see, it's right. God diggity, where is it? It's right here.
First round picks are likely to be good NBA players at segments of the game right now and can do some things right now at an above average level. Could you share what some of those above above-average things are that stood out to you through the draft process?
Sure. I'll just go down the line. Yeah, with Jalen, I mean, he's electric. His first step is as good as anybody's in basketball. I mean, his second and third step might be better. Um, and then
He says "and done" way too much, but yeah.
Really hot.
Every time he says that, I'm gonna drink. Take a little shot for him.
And then on top of that, he can handle the ball and shoot. Josh's scouting report was actually like, that was solid. That was solid. So yeah, I think Jalen's a bucket, and and again, one of the nice things about the G League is he's already accustomed to the NBA 3-point line. That range is relatively
Facts
for him. As he gets older, bigger, stronger, that's just going to become easier and easier. But he can shoot, and he can shoot from all three levels. Yeah, I think Jalen is really, really talented. We're gonna work on that D. We're gonna work on the D. But the effort's there. It's not non-existent. And so
I like that.
I'm kind of teasing him, kind of serious, but it's not. I think he's
No, I'm serious.
A really, really good, well-rounded, all-around player who's impactful on both sides of the ball. One thing, like, if you're as athletic as Jalen is, you can play defense. You can play defense at an elite level. So it's all will and want. And I do also think that there's a lot of will and want. We do a ton of background research on all the players.
That was my intel too with Jalen Green. He wants to be the best player in the draft.
Like 15 guys, and it's really apparent with Jalen how much he loves basketball. So that's great.
Right there. That is great. Wow, that is the future of the NBA, ladies and gentlemen. The Houston Rockets had a hell of a 2021 NBA draft, and yes, Buddha, they got 4 really good basketball players. Even if just, again, one pans out, you had a great draft. Now, if all 3 of them, if all 4 of them pan out, it's going to be stupid. It's going to be crazy. But if just one of them, which a lot of people will bet on Jalen Green, I love Alperen Sengun. The combination of a Sengun with a Garuba, from the offensive versatility to defensive versatility, that's going to be such a great compliment. You put that with, yes, Christian Wood. Wow. You Garuba and Christian Wood. Wow. That right there, man, that's exciting. If you're a Rockets fan, that is exciting. Let me know what you guys think. Are the Houston Rockets the biggest winners of the 2021 NBA draft? If it's a yes, comment below. If it's a no, still comment below. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you guys so much. And on behalf of the entire Basketball Zone family, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.